what's going on, everybody, and welcome to an action-packed episode of Recap, airing it exclusively here on YouTube. We got a ton of great stuff to show you guys this week, but as a reminder, if you're not up to date on everything that's going on in the Recap cinematic universe, that's why we got that subscribe button down below, so be sure to click that and give us a like if you like what you see. I, of course, don't do this show alone, so I got to bring in my wingman, Mr. Teferi Taylor. What up?
What's going on, man? Happy Wednesday, Ben. The only time I think in the week we will ever say Happy Wednesday for a middle day of the week.
Exactly.
But as Ben said, I'm his illustrious co-host, TaylorMade GQ on IG, Teflon Tef, not T Diddy. Definitely need to no shouts out to Big Show. Excited to be here for another episode of Recap. And trust me, even though we might have fallen back, we're definitely not taking our step off the gas. But Ben, speaking of falling back and possibly getting a little bit extra sleep, here's a few things that we want to talk to you about on our
Side Sleeper.
You already know. Let's get into it. If you guys are new to the channel, welcome. We have a really cool website that lives on the internet called www.hatclub.com, where you can find all things. So if it's new hats, if it's new adjustables, if it's lifestyle hats you're looking for, or accessories to take care of some of the Hat Club products you already have, trust me, we got you covered. And we also got some discounts under the sales section if you're feeling like you need to get something on a steal type of price. But if you don't choose to use the internet to access Hat Club, don't worry. We have a nifty app where sometimes we even drop app exclusives. If you haven't had a chance to check out the Panther Pack, shouts out to our illustrious design team and Freddie for cooking this up. I have a few items here. This beautiful Atlanta Braves on the top of the pyramid, just saying. But then we also have this really, really nice New York Yankee here with the Japanese script on the front. Good 99 side patch. And then we have the Open Star Houston Astros, all teams of which have won a World Series. If you want to know what's new, you can go to the new arrivals tab down here where we show a plethora of the new things that we have going on. If there's a specific collection you want to see, the collections tab is right here for you to go and directly to it. And then also we have other things like A-frames if you want to restrict your search to one specific type, 47 brand, NFL, MLB, any way you want to search on Hat Club, we got you covered. And make sure that you're signed in so you can collect rewards on all of your purchases. If you didn't know, spend $75 with us. We give you free shipping. So we bring it to your door for free, okay? And everybody likes free. You can select how many points you like to use for your transaction and get a promo code. And then we also have the World Series on field, which is surprisingly very much cooked. 6 and 7/8, 7/3/8, half, 5/8, and 7/7/8, all gone. So all that's left is 7, 7/1/8, 1/4, 3/4, and 8. So my larger melon folks out there is still a chance. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with Gorin Brothers, but it is a brand that we are starting to feature more from our lifestyle segment. This hat right here, Frequent Flyer Savage Adjustables hat, definitely seems like an appropriate bird of prey squeak. We also have the Toasted Peanut pack as well. So we went through a lot of these, the Braves, we have the San Francisco Giants, the Chicago Cubs as well, Philly, San Diego, a lot of different things going on here. And shouts out to you guys that write reviews for us. I think it helps other customers and helps other people feel in tune with the community we're trying to build. This Chamuco Studios, I think, is another good one. Pretty much cooked. So if you're a 6 and 7/8, 7/1/8, there's a chance. Everybody else, I gotta wait for the restock. But really good hat, very timely. Chamuco does great work with us as always. And for my World Baseball Classic fans out there, two different styles. We have the all black USA World Baseball Classic hat, and then the blue if you're feeling a little bit more patriotic. And then we also have a two-tone navy and off-white, all three with the American flag as a side patch. But then para mi gente de Mexico, that shop with Hat Club, we got you guys covered as well. A lot of World Baseball Classic hats here. So you have the black and brown, you have the all brown, you have the off-white and green, you have the tonal green with a pink undervisor, Hat Club original pink undervisor. Put some respect on it. So definitely have that. So, and for Para Mi Gente Mexico, don't worry. We have a lot more that's available for you. So we obviously have the adjustables as well, but then we also have the trucker, so the front panel and trucker backs. So we have an all red here, which I think we did not have in the 5950. So this all red is exclusive right now, at least, to the adjustable A-frame platform. Salsa Verde almost right here. And then you also have that orange with green, then your traditional green and red colors for Mexico. Go get you some. So, guys, we're kicking off the show with one of my personal favorite packs every time it rolls around. If you don't know what I'm talking about the Ambassador pack. Woo! It is going to be dropping. Oh, jeez.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Okay, hold on. The Hat Club Ambassador pack, Woo! Which is dropping on November the 13th, 10 o'clock a.m. Pacific Standard Time. That means it is 11, 12, 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time for my time wizards on the East Coast. And for my Arizonians, unfortunately, since you don't abide by daylight savings, just make sure you're checking your clock and you're on time with that Pacific Standard Time. But with the Ambassador pack, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different varieties coming from some of our newest ambassadors. We're going to kick it off here with the now back-to-back World Series champions, the Los Angeles Dodgers. Gio from the Yay cooked this up. Great looking hat. Very, very clean. With that 50th Dodger Stadium anniversary side patch. Never can go wrong. Your eyes are not deceiving you. This isn't copper. This is actually more of like almost like a, I guess you can almost call it like a sundown. I guess you could call it almost as a color. It really matches, if you look at it from the front logo to the side patch, really matches the peak where the sun is kind of setting in the distance. This is a chrome white. So this is off-white crown. And then you're going to have a black top visor, black button. Obviously, we gave you guys an up-close and personal look at this Dodger Stadium patch. Yes, that Dodger Stadium lettering and the 50th is metallic pewter. Going to the back, we have metallic pewter. We have, again, that sunrise color with that white as well. This is going to be a Kelly green UV, black sweatband, Hat Club badge on the inside, white taping on the inside of this. And I believe all these will be made in China. So shouts out to Gio from the Yay.
Hell yeah.
If you're not following him on IG, highly recommend that you do so. One of the flyest teachers I know, certainly one of the flyest teachers out on the West Coast, enriching young minds, and of course, designing great hats. So big shouts out to Gio. Number 2, we're getting 2 hats from my brother Willow, by Willow on IG, and one of these is for my hometown Atlanta Braves. And let me tell you something. This hat right here, very, 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 very nicely executed hat. You have like essentially a lighter shade of green with a darker shade of green for the top visor and the top button. A very cactus plant flea inspired hat. If you think about it, from the Air Forces that Cactus Plant Flea Market just did with Nike, the moss colorway, I think is what they were called. This hat would go perfect with that. If you have the swamp pullover CPFM, basically the Sherpa, I think this would be another good piece for that. But here we have that metallic pewter on the interior of that A. You also have that metallic copper on the outline, and then a very, very, very well executed 1999 World Series patch here. You got the metallic silver on the interior. You got metallic gold on the outline there. Very, very nicely done. For your batterman, you got a combination of metallic pewter. This is brown, and then this is also metallic silver on the opposite side. This is going to be a gray UV, black guts, Hat Club badge on the inside of that sweatband, and like Gio's LA, made in China.
Got nothing but nice things to say about that hat. Beautifully executed.
Very, very big shout out to my brother Willow. This is one of his 2 first creations as a Hat Club ambassador. Very well executed. Me being a big CPFM guy, I love the fact that he did something that is inspired by that. So big shouts out to him as well. Number 3, another special for my brother Willow, and arguably one of my favorite, lavender bottom. Just to let you know the madness that we're going to get into right here. Los Angeles Angels, chrome white, navy for the top visor, purple for the top button. Let's get into that A right there. That is very, very nice. A very, very beautifully executed Disney logo, Los Angeles Angels hat. And then the 50th right here, which I think this side patch really sold the hat for me. I'm getting this personally. The message behind it's even greater. Thoughts and prayers of Willow for his grandmother, which was actually something that ended up inspiring the hat a little bit as I got to talk to him about it a little bit more. But 50th right here, anniversary of Angels baseball on the side. Then for your batterman, you're having that combination of purples again there with that, like basically 3 different shades of purple. Essentially what you're seeing on the front right here, you're having like more of like a deeper violet, then you're having like more of a lighter lavender, and then you're having little bits of pink in there, all part of that purple family. I think the navy brim, this isn't really a route a lot of people would have went, and I really like he went that route. This is a lavender UV, which again, since Lavender Fields and since I think also Shun God's hat, we've not seen a lot of lavender UV. So shouts out to them, to the ambassadors again for just doing really good things with the design details. Hat Club badge on the inside of that sweatband. And like the other hats, made in China. Very well done. Oh, and the New Era flag on the opposite side.
Hey,
that is a pink New Era flag, so it's not the same color. And I think for these others, so for Geo's, if I didn't show off that detail, it is off-white. And then also for Willow's first hat, a tonal. Well, I can't even say tonal. It looks like even like a deeper green, so almost the same color as the top visor here.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Really like how our ambassadors are doing things and putting together great hats. So next up, Mr. Franklin, aka Flow Goods on IG, with another very beautiful Atlanta Braves hat. My ambassadors are spoiling me. I'm feeling like I'm gonna have a lot of Atlanta Braves hats in the rotation. But if you like to sing Encanto specifically, para mi gente out there, very, very good Atlanta Braves here. Gradient logo here, so transitioning from that almost like teal. Almost having like a little bit of shades of pink in there, transitioning up into that teal outline of it. You have that, teal on the outline. This is a black crown, purple top visor, purple top button. Obviously, we have the gradient in that front logo for the Braves, and the 2000 All-Star Game side patch right here. You got purple, almost like a peanut butter tan, a little bit, and then you have the teal for the stars. The Atlanta script is in that same color as the baseball itself. Nice. Really, really nicely executed. You have teal, you got purple, and then you have white for the Batterman back here. This is a gray UV white sweatband, which surprised me when I saw it, but very, very good detail here. Hat Club badge on the inside, and like the others, made in China. And last but certainly not least, shouts out to Battle Bill because he was one of the first to do a adjustable. And Franklin, this is his second hat within the pack, Flow Goods, for the two-time back-to-back World Series champion Los Angeles Dodgers. We have an adjustable black crown, black button, black top visor, Kelly green UV. That Dodgers, your eyes are not deceiving you, is all metallic silver.
Love it.
Dodgers script. And on the side, we have a metallic silver 17 for Shohei Ohtani. And then we also have the kanji script right there on the side. You're going to have a black adjustable feature. White sweatband, again, similar to his Atlanta Braves. No Hat Club badge on the inside of this, but like the other hats, this one also made in China. But very, very good hats from our ambassadors. So again, guys, all of these, so the 45950 styles, as well as the adjustable here, A-frame, is going to be releasing on November the 13th, 10 o'clock a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, hatclub.com, Hat Club app. You already know what I'm going to say, guys. Go get you some.
All right. The hotness train just keeps on rolling because Friday, November 14th at 8 a.m. Pacific Time, 11 a.m. Eastern Time, 9 a.m. for all you Arizona folk who do not observe daylight savings. If I'm not mistaken, this is actually one of the final collections by Justin. And this is going to be the Metallics.
Oof. Need to put on my shades because those are kind of bright. I like this.
I love it. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different 5950s coming your way. And of course, the name Metallics. Obviously, there's going to be some metallic threading in these bad boys. And we're actually going to start with the college route. So one of my personal favorites from the University of Arizona. So the like the mountaintops with the cactus. So like the landscape, basically. And yes, that is going to be a combination of metallic silver, got some metallic Kelly green in there for the cactus logo, much deeper purple, and then that peanut butter khaki colorway for the Arizona script. Then we move over into the side patch. You can see the light just dancing off that claw. Bear down, baby. So deeper purple, bit of a, it's not quite metallic copper. It's like metallic peanut butter. So I think this is kind of the same thing you ran through with the ambassador pack there. And of course, metallic Kelly green for the A logo inside the claw. Wildcats on the back. So that same metallic peanut butter khaki with the metallic purple on the outskirts there. Good gray under visor, black sweatband, Hat Club tag on the inside. And these are going to be made in Vietnam. All right, got a lot of good positive feedback in regard to this one that's coming up next. Of course, you saw it on our social media channels already, I think under T800 John's account. Anaheim Mighty Ducks. So bit of a darker royal blue and then a light navy for the button and the upper visor. And of course, you got metallic copper going in for the hockey sticks. You got metallic icy blue in the back of the triangle, metallic red for the outskirts there, and a little bit of dark green in that circle interior there. Then we move over to the big O 2003 Stanley Cup side patch there. Some might say it's too big, but you know what? When you're dealing with a lot of metallics, it's never enough. So of course, metallic copper, metallic red, metallic icy blue, of course. And you're going to get the same treatment for the flat stitch NHL shield on the back. Good gray under visor once again. Black sweatband, hat club tag on the inside. And this time around, we are made in Bangladesh. All right, moving on to the East Coast. We got the New York Yankees. So this one is going to be a cardinal crown. That is going to be a dark green, very dark green, a little bit darker than forest green button up top, but navy blue upper visor. And we are going with the 1949 World Series side patch. So you got the metallics in that wreath going around, which usually is an indicator that, World Series champion. So very nice addition that our Hat Club design team has been adding on for the last couple of collections. Got a little bit of metallic icy blue in there and some darker purples and stuff going on as well, which of course you're going to see in the flat stitch batting on the back. So a little bit darker of a metallic gold, that deep purple as well as black. And then once again, good gray under visor, black sweatband, Hat Club tag on the inside, and made in Bangladesh. All right, back to hockey once again, and we got the Chicago Blackhawks. So we are going olive green for the crown, brown for the button and upper visor, and of course, kind of like a mustard Dijon yellow for the face there, and then a lot of elements of very metallic purple, metallic steel going on in there. I would say, if you want to call it that, it's actually kind of more of a brown shade, honestly, for the hair. But of course, the feathers are metallic silver, metallic purple there. And Chicago Stadium for the side patch. So metallic brown, metallic purple, got some icy blue in there as well. Got the C with the double hammers on the back for the back logo. And good gray under visor, black sweatband, Hat Club tag on the inside, and made in Bangladesh once again. All right, for all you Houstonians out there, I got a feeling you're going to like this for a litany of reasons, aside from the fact that obviously it's going to be a Houston Astros hat. But the color scheme in general is going to be very indicative of something else from Houston past. So we got a chrome white crown, a little bit darker shade of a red of button up top, baby blue for the upper visor. That is going to be optic white on the interior for the Houston script. But of course, we got a little bit of metallic red and a black outline in there. And celebrating 40 years for the side patch. So metallic icy blue, kind of like some specks of some iris that are mixed in there. And of course, metallic red for the state of Texas. Same thing is going to be going in with the flat stitch baddie on the back. So metallic icy blue and metallic red. And good gray under visor, black sweatband, Hat Club tag on the inside, and made in Bangladesh once again. Really for last. But next up, Chicago Cubs. And there's a lot going on with this one. And especially when I show you the side patch, the color scheme alone is going to remind you of a very specific collection that we dropped a few years ago. And the side patch, of course, is going to blend in perfectly with that. But if you can't tell, alternate logo, Chicago Cubs, bare face. So Ryan Sandberg era, shout out to him. But a gray crown, black button and upper visor, very deep metallic purple for the bare face, and of course the like rainbow of iris and other metallic threading that are going in the circle around there. But the spring training logo with the cherry blossoms for 2025. So if you weren't thinking Mount Fuji collection, you better be thinking Mount Fuji collection. And I rarely sing the praises of the Chicago Cubs franchise. Obviously, I'm more of a White Sox guy. This one blends in perfectly with a Hat Club original pink under visor, black sweatband, Hat Club tag on the inside, and made in Bangladesh. A big shout out to T800 John, because we did a very similar hat, different colorway with this one. So yes, bringing back the Terminator style sugar skull for this one, navy blue crown and upper visor, Dodger blue for the button up top. And yes, that is metallic royal blue and metallic silver dancing around the interior of the skull there. And especially with the teeth,
Sheesh.
Excellent grill work there. But the side patch is going to be the 1984 Los Angeles Olympic patch, or Olympic Stadium patch more specifically. So metallic gold, metallic red, metallic icy blue, metallic silver, all the favorite colors in there. Same goes with the flat stitch baddie on the back, and good gray under visor, black sweatband, hat club tag on the inside, and made in Bangladesh. Excellent job by all parties involved. Once again, this is the Metallic Collection. It's going to be coming your way Friday, November 14th, 8 a.m. Pacific time, 11 a.m. Eastern time. HatClub.com, Hat Club app, as well as select styles and select Hat Club locations. Last major collection that we got coming for you guys this week is going to be dropping on Tuesday, November 18th at 10 a.m. West Coast time, 1 p.m. East Coast time. So a little bit of an hour difference there. Thanks a lot, Arizona, and your lack of daylight savings. I'm going to criticize you guys for the next 6 months about this. But this one, on the heels of spooky season, as Tef and I were just talking, this one, for all you Poltergeist fans out there, is called TV Static.
I'll let y'all make the connection there.
So, of course, we're going to run through and show you guys why we call this TV Static. So, this is going to be a mixture, 8 tats total. 4 of these are going to be two-tones. The other 4 are going to be solid crown and upper visors. But we're going to start with the two-tones because we're an Arizona-based company. So, got to start with the Diamondbacks. So, all these are going to be chrome white crowns, black button, and upper visor. A logo for this one, so that is going to be metallic silver for the scales, as well as the other interior border details. Black, of course, on the outskirts. And once again, as we were talking about for TV Static, you got that black and white ant-type texture going on in the background. There's a lot of metallic silver. Got some metallic pewter in here as well. This, of course, is the anniversary of the inaugural season for the Arizona Diamondbacks. We haven't used this one in a while. Black and white flat stitch baddie on the back. All these are going to have good gray under visors, black sweatband, hat club tag on the inside, and all these are going to be made in China. Up next, we got the Anaheim Angels. So we're going into the Disney era. So chrome white crown, black button, and upper visor once again. Metallic silver on the inside of the A logo, white and black everywhere else. And of course, that staticky ant detail in the 50th anniversary of Angels baseball for the side patch. Yeah. Flat stitch baddie on the back in black and white, good gray under visor, black sweatband, hat club tag on the inside, and made in China once again. All right, T for Tef time. It is the Texas Rangers. So chrome white crown, black button, and upper visor. Optic white for the T logo with, of course, a black drop shadow. And yes, there is a little bit of metallic pewter catching on the edge of that border there. But 1995 All-Star game for the side patch on this one. So a combination of metallic pewter, metallic silver, white, black, and of course the static detail on the interior there. Followed up with a black and white flat stitch baddie on the back. Good gray under visor, black sweatband, hat club tag on the inside, made in China. All right, last but not least for the two-tones, New York Mets. And white interior, metallic silver outskirt, black on the final third strike there for the border. So, triple layer for this one. But chrome white crown, black button, and upper visor. And 2013 All-Star Game side patch. So not one that we use often, but when we do, it's usually pretty beautifully executed, as is this one. So metallic pewter, metallic silver, white and black details on the interior there. Flat stitch baddie on the back, good gray under visor, black sweatband, hat club tag on the inside, and made in China. All right, we got 4 left. These are going to be the black crown, black upper visor, white buttons. And we're sticking with New York. So we're going to go with the New York Yankees. So optic white interior logo for the NY logo. Beautifully executed combination of the TV static, metallic pewter, metallic silver for the 1999 World Series side patch. Black and white flat stitch baddie on the back, just like the rest. And once again, good gray under visor, black sweatband, hat club tag on the inside. And all these are going to be made in China as well. Of course, there's going to be a Houston Astros in the mix. So we are going back to the 70s and 80s style on this one, because this is going to be a single layer for the H, flat stitch, but metallic pewter for the background. black crown and upper visor, white button up top as well. 35 great years to really pack in those metallic pewter, metallic silver, and of course the TV static details in the side patch. Flat stitch baddie on the back in black and white, and then good gray under visor, black sweatband, hat club tag on the inside, and made in China once again. Up next, I was actually pretty surprised about this, but I'm actually really happy because I feel like as far as historical relevance, this one deserved to be in the collection. Oakland A's. Black crown, upper visor, white button up top, and of course optic white for the A''S. But going back to the 1989 World Series, which is what the side patch for this one is, when the TV's cut out because of the earthquake, then you got the TV static in there. And so it's like, yeah, this is a perfect fit. And then, of course, black and white flat stitch baddie on the back, good gray under visor, black sweatband, hat club tag on the inside, made in China once again. And last but not least, and of course we gotta end it on the reigning World Series champions, Los Angeles Dodgers, black crown and upper visor, white button, optic white interior for the LA logo, and 100th anniversary of the Dodgers organization for the side patch. So a lot of metallic pewter, metallic silver, and of course the TV static interior details behind the Dodger script. And of course, black and white flat stitch baddie on the back, good gray under visor, black sweatband, hat club tag on the inside, and made in China. But yeah, once again, TV static is going to be coming your way Tuesday, November 18th, 10 a.m. Pacific time, 1 p.m. East Coast time, hatclub.com, Hat Club app, as well as local teams in local Hat Club locations.
We can't have a recap episode without spice. Spice. If you haven't been here long enough, when we say spice, we mean variety packs. And we got another one coming at you guys right here. 1, 2, 3, 4 beautiful side patch hats up here. They're dropping on November the 19th. That is going to be 8 o'clock a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for my time wizards out there. And for my Arizonians, I didn't forget about you. That's going to be 9 o'clock a.m. your time. But enough talking. Let's get into what we got dropping. So first off, we have, for our Houstonians out there, another City Connect Stros logo here, but this one kind of embodying more of the retro color scheme for the Astros. So you have more of that Dijon mustard kind of gold. Then you have that navy for the top crown, Stros with the open star, same color for the top button right there is the top visor. Stros right here. Your eyes are not deceiving you. This is metallic gold. White for the raised Stros script. You have a golden star behind that H, which is flat stitched on there. This is going to be a tonal new era flag. Your batterment's going to be that combination of navy, metallic gold, and white. Come on, camera, focus. There we go. Come on. There we go. This is going to be that navy combination of navy, gold, and white. It's going to be a gray UV, black sweatband, hat club badge the inside, and this one made in China. Number 2, para mi gente in real life, if it was a hat, here we go. Hey. Mexico ransom script, which I think is the first time that we've actually done this. So we have essentially that very much like Panama tan almost, or really like deeper than that. I'd say it's more kind of like a, what would you call it? I said like a clay, almost like a light clay. Almost.
I think it's fair.
So green top visor, green top button, Mexico in that full ransom script glory right there. Side patches obviously got to be that Mexican flag. And for the batterman, we have instead of the batterman, Hat Club, HTCLB. If you needed a little bit of hints on what that was, metallic red and metallic green. Back there, this is going to be a gray UV, black sweatband, Hat Club badge the inside, and like the other, made in China. For my Shador Sanders fans out there, or just fans of the Cleveland Browns organization, I really like how this one came out. So a two-tone Cleveland Browns. I feel like this is going to be the logo I would like to see on the side of their helmets if they ever put logos on the side of their helmets. Yeah. But we have a black crown, almost like a deep walnut for the top visor, deep walnut for the button. This front logo just looks mean. It's like, but very, very well executed. Cleveland Browns helmet for the side patch. The back hit's going to say Browns for the Cleveland Browns. Gray UV, black sweatband, Hat Club badge the inside of that. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, this one also made in China. And then last but certainly not least, This is a hat that a lot of us have been talking about as, man, when are they going to bring this back? And I really like the design team listens to us because
yes.
If you don't like to wear LeBrons in the club, this is probably a hat that you might like to pick up. If it's not the 500, it's the Rolls Royce. Another reason why this is a hat you'd love to pick up. LA Dodgers. Shouts out to Dom Kennedy. Tonal navy, top button crown, and top visor. Give you guys a closer look at that LA. The hand-drawn stars on there. Side patch here. We have what anniversary is this? This is going to be 50th. The 50th, yes. Yeah, 50th of Los Angeles Dodgers baseball there. Very reminiscent of a specific album cover from an artist that I just shouted out, Dom Kennedy. So I'll let the comments go ahead and tell me what you guys think. But gray UV, black guts, hat club badge to the inside, and like the others, made in China. Definitely a hat that I'm going to be able to take home. Definitely a hat that I could arguably say, if you are from the West Side and you got love in your heart, this is definitely a good hat for you. But as I said, these 4 amazing variety pack hats, adding some spice to your hat club collection, will be dropping on November the 19th. This will be 8 o'clock a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 9 o'clock local time for Arizona. Hatclub.com, Hat Club app. You already know I'm going to tell you guys. Go get you some.
Boom. All right, guys. Once again, we appreciate you tuning in. We appreciate you hitting that subscribe button, giving us a like every time you like what you see what we're doing. And speaking of things that I feel like everybody's going to like going forward. So next week, our boy Wilder Fitted is going to be joining the show again, but more importantly, he's going to be a staple of the program going forward. We're getting the trio back together, baby.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, love you guys. Enjoy the rest of your week. Tef, hit it with some wise words.
You can make decisions. You just don't get to choose your consequences.
Oh.
Meaning, if to put it in a more larger sense, you can make the decision to buy a Hat Club hat. It's like, but the consequence could be you get addicted to buying Hat Club hats. Or if you made the decision not to subscribe to our beautiful YouTube channel and learn everything that's going on in the Recap universe, you can miss out on getting first looks on some new things that we got coming out. But as always, we appreciate you guys checking in for YouTube Premiere. If you missed anything, don't worry about it. Once it leaves YouTube Premiere, you can scrub back through, find things that you like. Tell us what you see. Tell us what you like. Even tell us what you don't like. All those things go into making the community better, giving you guys greater products. And we love hats just as much as you do. So
damn straight.
Definitely, as my great co-host Ben would say, continue to be great humans. And until next time, we'll see you later.
Peace.
Peace out.